Hey, Texas Value supporters, this is Mary Elizabeth Castle, Director of Government Relations for Texas Values. I am right outside the House gallery where they just voted about 10 minutes or so for SB 13, and that is the bill that protects kids from pornographic books in school libraries. You may remember this has been an issue that we have been fighting ever since last session, and we believe we finally have clear policy to make sure that we're protecting kids in school libraries. Now, I already mentioned on an earlier video some of the details of the bill, but after 2 hours of debate and different amendments, we finally have SB 13 out of the House chamber and on to the next steps, and hopefully those next steps will lead to the governor's desk for signing. Chairman Buckley did an excellent job in closing on the bill. There are a lot of different things said throughout the arguments and the debates, a lot of things about different books that they thought would be banned, but let's be clear, you've seen the library books, you know what these library books are about. I think Representative Toth on the back mic even clarified that these are graphic novels with pictures and that their content is clearly explicit. We're not talking about some of these books that they tried to bring on the floor, especially not, they tried again, the Hail Mary move of trying to bring in the Bible again. But you know what? The bill got passed. It was even a bipartisan vote. It was passed 87 to 57, but that should be no surprise. This was a bipartisan issue back in last session with HB 900. You may remember the famous speech by Representative Sean Theory about why she stood for this piece of legislation. It's just common sense legislation, and it'll do the right thing in making sure that we have a clear process to where voices are heard and children are protected. While there are more bills on the House calendar today, they're trucking along. SB 13 was postponed business, and then we came back to it in the afternoon. So they're still going to go through the House calendar. Another pro-life bill about perinatal palliative care for babies born with different disabilities and illnesses. And then there are some other religious freedom bills that they may get to. But as we described on previous videos, we're nearing a deadline. So they have until midnight tomorrow to vote some of these bills out. And that includes SB 18, banning drag queen story hour, which is only on the general calendar for tomorrow. So we'll be keeping you updated. We still think that there's a chance for HB 229 to be voted on in the Senate today, if maybe even tomorrow. So we'll keep you updated on these bills, but very happy about this victory for SB 13.